that has taken Liverpool to a position where they now win more points than any other Premier League team from losing positions this season. And as you can see, the other side of the coin, they've just dropped 4 points when they have been in front this season. So that man in the middle, he is willing games Liverpool's way. He sees what happens on the pitch and he's having big impact for them.
That's pretty impressive. In 19 points won from losing positions, clearly using the bench to his advantage. But he's not actually using that many players this season. So how is he keeping everyone so fresh?
Yeah, this was quite interesting when I was looking into the numbers, because it's only 23 Premier League players used so far this season by Jurgen Klopp. But actually, they're the third most changes from match to match in terms of the starting 11. So what he's got this core group of players that he's using in the Premier League, rotating them, particularly in the attacking areas. We know they've got some great options in attack, and he's rotating those positions from week to week. But of course, he's balancing the Europa League as well. He's balancing the FA Cup and Carabao Cup runs. And Liverpool have performed so well and so consistently across those competitions this season. And that has been a big part of that has been down to Jurgen Klopp's rotation and knowing his squad so well, knowing the strengths. Of course, they've had injuries. Thiago, we've not seen him at all this season. Matip's out for the rest of the season by the looks of it. But Klopp has been able to manage these situations with the options at his disposal.
Mohamed Salah has been incredible this season, especially at home. Away on African Cup of Nations duty at the moment. That tournament ends on February the 11th. Liverpool got some games to play between now and then. Yeah. Do they have the strength in depth to fill the void when this man's not here?
Well, I would say that Liverpool have probably got an attacking unit. The envy of most Premier League clubs would be looking at that and thinking, we'd quite like a lot of that. But as you can see, Salah way out ahead of the likes of Jota, Gakpo and Núñez and Diaz as well. And I think perhaps the exciting thing for Liverpool going into the second half of the season is if they could get Núñez and Diaz firing around the box, like we see them getting so many chances week in and week out, there's perhaps even more to get out of these performances, more goals to be had for these players. But look, you can see the reliance on Salah. Yes, he's going to be back mid-February. What I would say, though, is a couple of years ago, after losing in the final, that did have an impact on the second half of his season. I think it was only 8 goals in on 21 games, something like that, in the second half of the season. So there's no guarantee he's going to come back and be absolutely flying, depending on how Egypt do out there. Big game for them against Ghana today, actually, which might affect when he does come back. But, yeah, I think Klopp will be looking at this, being pleased that there are contributions from around the pitch and around different areas, but he'll be wanting a lot more, I think, particularly from these two, Núñez and Diaz. And Jota back from fitness. We know he's a good finisher who can deliver for them as well.